5 seasons playing in Carson, the Chargers have a new home, and it's the beautiful new SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California.
Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
To the outside, that's complete to Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Herbert now. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Running on first down, Eckler. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 38. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
There you go. Got him again. Got him again.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dime. Nice grab. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 11 yards and a Panther first down.
first carry for Christian McCaffrey.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right?
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And the return will stop right around the 25. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Mike Williams, the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's complete. Henry. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Chargers 14, Panthers nothing.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he rifles one incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right on the 30. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 16 yards on the play. And the Chargers are going to get themselves a fresh set of downs here. Nothing the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers nothing.
They go play action here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the Pro Bowl wideout Keenan Allen there, but it's going to be 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
.31 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good down to possibly take a shot. And, in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. From the gun, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Bridgewater's pass.
Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling can lead to no yards gained.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A first carry for Trenton Cannon. And this is going to be a Panthers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brought him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Michael Davis. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking of do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
They're going to go toss right side with Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That play could never get started thanks to the defensive effort of Shaq Thompson. On 2nd down, here's Herbert. He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Herbert. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Robert Foster, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Casey Hayward. The 30. Past the 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Charger TD. That pick-6 extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Bridgewater again. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Christian McCaffrey, the complete package. He's got the power, the hands, the agility, and he certainly also has the speed as evidenced there. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 8-yard line.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Trying to get to the outside. This is McCaffrey. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Derwin James on the coverage.
And they'll try for it here on fourth. Bridgewater and company stay out there. Bridgewater to throw it. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Second and goal from the 6 this time. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore. As time expires in the first half. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess, what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. Now, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on second down. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
Pick up on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a Panthers 1st down, 17 yards on the play. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 16 yards, a 1st down.
And a Panther 1st down.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And now here is another interception. Derwin James with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here's 2nd and 9.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A gain of right around 30 on a play that began way back inside the 5.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Herbert. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Yetur Gross-Matos
in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert.
Oh,
A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
At the 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Pass incomplete. Austin Eckler, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Herbert. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Try to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it'll be second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Powerful running. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Chargers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Herbert now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will extend this big lead.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 20.
First shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 31-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. And Bridgewater able to get this complete to Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
It's Eckler again. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
Allen on the punt as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Bridgewater on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nasir Adderley making like his Hall of Fame cousin Herb as he gets a hand in and knock it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the